Welcome everyone to episode 25 of Sky of Diamonds. So last episode we ended off with creating the draconic armor after we failed to even fight. We didn't even fight the Chaos Dragon. He just hit us one time and we pretty much died. So we decided to do the draconic armor here. I have it all leveled up to where I could at the moment. Now one thing I did do was I went to the HUD here. I can't remember, I think by default this mod pack does not have a key set to it. I set it to C because that was free. And then from here I did I think it was a Chestplate. Yeah, Chestplate, there's a speed modifier here. I set it to 200. And then you can set it up to 600, I think it is, for the speed modifier. Yeah, 600, but that is pretty fast. It's kind of hard to control. It's good if you're like actually traveling, but other than that, it's kind of annoying if you're going around base. And then the leggings, I can also do a speed modifier. So this is when you are running, and the chest piece one is when you're flying. So I set that up so we're a little bit faster, and I think the speed that I have it at is actually pretty good. So yeah, and then what I've done in between episodes, I actually haven't been on the server for about a week or so, and you can see here I had this disk that filled up, and this one was almost getting there as well. So what I started doing is creating 3 more of these storage disks, that we can fill them up over here. And then what I also did was, in the meantime, you can see even with the speed right now I'm having a little trouble getting to that block, but yeah, what I also did was I disabled these guys over here. So I just limited the power to 0, because these were the guys that were kind of responsible for filling up those storage disks. You can see in here we have so many different blocks, so many different ores, and it's pretty much from those guys over there. But yeah, so, and then in the chickens, I think last episode we got these 4 guys, the Blitz, what was it, the Night Slime, XP, and the Stoneburn chickens. So we got those guys done, and now we're on to the Slag chickens, the Diamantine Crystal chickens, the Magical Wood chickens, and I believe the Blizzrod chickens. And if you look at the quest book, where was it? Chickens right here, we're actually almost done. You can see we need what, like that's 10 more chickens at least for the quest book to complete it all. That's crazy. We're almost done. I actually might need to, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to add a couple more of the roosts, maybe over here or something, because I'm pretty sure that's not enough for the rest of them, but it's almost enough, but close, very close. So what I also did was, over here I made another little area, and my plan is to start doing the resource crops. Now I don't think I'll actually plant all of these, but I will obviously create them for the quest, right? But my plan is to have a bunch of them in here inside the garden cloche. And so what this does is pretty much is like a 1 block. You just put the seed in with the dirt or whatever fertilizer you want to use, and then it'll automatically grow it, and then you can like pull it from it, and so on and so on, right? It does use power, but power is not an issue for us anyways, right? So I want to have a bunch of those guys here. I'm not too sure how many I can actually fit in this room. Like I haven't really planned out a layout yet, but like I said, I don't think I'm going to be using all of these seeds anyways, so hopefully it should be enough, but we'll see how that goes. Now for the garden cloche, actually we're gonna have to go into immersive engineering, which we haven't done any in this series so far, and that's because we need treated wood, and we also need some vacuum tubes, which require some more advanced stuff in within immersive engineering. Now the the treated wood, you got to use the blast furnace, which you got to get these blast bricks. That's pretty easy. I'll show you guys how it's done later on. I might actually upgrade it to the reinforced blast furnace, that way it should go a little bit faster, I believe. And then from there we need the engineer's workbench to do the other stuff. Now there's also this automated engineer's workbench projector. I don't know if that's like a multi-block that I can do to make this automatic. I'll have to play around to see how that works, and if I don't know if I can like automatically pull things from it with the refined storage or anything like that, but we'll see. Alright guys, so in the last bit, I think I mentioned I was going to make a blast furnace, but I think what I meant was actually a coke oven. So what this coke oven does is it takes coal, either blocks of coal, regular coal, or charcoal, I believe. Oh no, or wood. It takes that and it turns it into, so the wood it turns into charcoal, and the coal turn it into coke, and then it has a byproduct here of creosote oil, and this is what we actually want. So with this creosote oil, we can then pretty much convert regular wood into treated wood. Not sure why it shows that recipe. You can do it in just the crafting table as well. I'll show you guys how to do it here. So I set this up here. I've let that starting to go, and we have a bunch of oil here. Now I also have this thing right here, which is the automated engineer's workbench. So that's what I was talking about earlier. It's this guy right here. So the way to do that, or learn how to craft it, you have to make a projector, which is pretty easy to do. And then you grab the engineer's manual, and you have to go to the actual I guess the machine or blueprint that you want. So say I type in here automated workbench, and then you just craft the book with the projector and it'll make it. And then with this guy, what you can do is pretty much it'll show the highlighted blocks that you need for it, and then it'll tell you what you need exactly to place down and where to place it, which is pretty cool. Now I don't want to do that here because we already have this guy here. So what this guy's gonna do is we can put a blueprint here. I was just looking up some of the blueprints. So I think the one that we want is the crafting components. So we can put a blueprint here, and then we so the blueprint goes on this side, and then over here any crafting materials for that blueprint. And then once we put the blueprint here, there's options here on what we want to automate, and then it'll automatically do it as long as it has power and the items, right? So let's go ahead and try that out. So I have it set up here, crafting components blueprint. I should be able to put this in here. Yeah, there we go. So there's 4 things I can craft with this. Now I also want to power this guy, so the power goes on top here on this block. There we go. I'll put, is that powered? There we go, that's powered. And then so we got to figure out what we need. So say I want to make a bunch of these iron mechanical components. I need some copper ingots and some iron plates. Now is it the same for the steel ones? So steel, what is it? Steel mech, here we go. Yeah, so copper ingots and plates. And then what else? What I really needed it for was, I think, this thing over here, the vacuum tube, which is nickel plates, redstone, some copper wires. Which, is there any other way? I guess there's a metal press. Okay, I gotta see how I can automate this. I could make the press, but I don't really want to go into that right now. I'm not even too sure how many of these garden cloches we need. I just wanted to see how this worked. So let's go ahead and put in some materials there to get that going. So to make the plates, you can see I had to make some plates before. Since I don't have any way to automatically make the plates, what I've been doing is just getting the ingots and then using the engineer's hammer, and it makes a bunch. So I'll make a stack of those. I guess I'll need iron plates. So I think we have most of this. Redstone and some glass. Oops. Oh my gosh. So redstone and glass. Here we go. Alright, so I think I can just put everything in here. Not that. Redstone and the glass right there. And if I select... Yeah, there we go. So is it making it? It is. Now where does it put the item? Oh, it just pops it out. Interesting. Oh, it makes 3 at once. Huh. Alright, so let me turn this off for now. So it pops out the item. I think it's supposed to go into whatever block is next right here. But because these guys are there, because the coke oven is there, it's just popping it out. But what I could do is just make like a vacuum hopper or something. Yeah, let's do that. Or item collector. Okay, we have some right here, so let's get one of those. And we can do like a crate. Just to collect the stuff that drops. I'll keep this a low radius. Let's make some of these guys. See what happens. Yeah, it got sucked into there. Perfect. Yeah, and there you go. So that's how this automated workbench works. It's actually pretty cool. I can always switch out the blueprint for anything else. But for now, I am going to use it for these vacuum tubes. 15 is actually more than enough right now. And I'm going to need, I guess I need some of these guys as well, right? For this guy. Yeah, so what I could do is grab those. Oh, and I can also turn this off if I get a switch or a lever. Yeah, if I just get a lever here, I can probably do this. There we go. And that turns it off. Actually, it even paused that. That's interesting. Cool. And so what I can do now is whatever I make here, I can just connect it to the storage system, right? Because I have a connection right here. Let me do... Let's get some of those cables there. Some cables and an importer. Import. Yeah, so I don't even need this whole crate here, but I'll just keep it there for now. So I'll do that. And there we go. It's importing everything that that was there before. So I can just let this run for a while if I want to, and it should be good to go. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's start making some of these garden cloches, and let's get to work, I guess. Oh, I need more treated wood. Oh, right. So let me show you how that works. So you need buckets. Is there any other buckets I can make? This infinite water bucket. Is there like a infinite bucket of whatever item I collect? Maybe not. So I might have to... I might have to somehow connect this barrel to the system as well. And I'm going to increase this by 1. I saw one that came all the way over here that I just collected. So I guess what I could do is, let me break this. Do something like this. I think this guy collected it and it went into the system. So yeah, liquid trans, locator. I need a brick as well to replace the one I broke. So that should transfer the liquid. And then I could also do a storage. One of these external storage systems. And yeah, okay, I have cables on me. To get down here. There we go. Now change this to liquid or fluid, and yeah, that should work as well. Yeah, not too sure what that is. I'm not sure what spawns that makes that laughing sound. I keep hearing it every once in a while. Alright, so yeah, let's see here. So now for the treated wood, what I can just do is, I guess because I have this guy here, is this the creosote right here? So I can just grab a bucket right there. So with the bucket of creosote, I grab some wood and put it all around it. It'll turn that into 8 treated wood planks, like that. So let's make some of those. And I can do this. So I have 10 cloches right now. So I guess the next step is trying to figure out how I want to set these guys up. I guess what I could do, so if I come in here, I can do like a bunch, something like this. Cause I need room for them. So I guess I can do maybe have like a little room behind them. They need water. Okay, how many inputs do they need? So they need the power, which I can do on top. That's easy. They have the output. Is this the output or just the water input? And then the output can be through the front or through the sides, I believe. Because once you have a seed in there, we don't have to output anything else. I guess I could add fertilizer, which honestly, not sure. Yeah, let me try to figure out some sort of I guess layout for these guys, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so I've been messing around with the garden cloches quite a bit here, and I think I figured out a layout I kind of want to stick with. So you can see here in the middle I think this is about 64 garden cloches in the middle, and then if we need any more than that, I can put some on the side like this, and maybe even put another little row like right over here or something like that, or I guess it would be maybe one out. So yeah, so I think this is a pretty good layout. Like I said, I'm not even too sure I'm going to use all of these. If you look at the quest book here, let's see how many seeds are there. There are quite a bit of seeds, but again, I don't know if we're going to even grow them all. So, but anyways, so this is the layout I'm gonna stick with for now. So I connected the refined storage system all the way to here. So I actually had it coming up to about here or something earlier. This was when I started expanding it to try to connect it to the kitchen. But yeah, so I had it up to like over here, and then I just continued it along this way here. And then for the garden cloches, the way I have this set up is I have a infinite water source. That's actually pretty easy to make. It's from Nuclear Craft here, and it just takes some water buckets, some tin ingots, and some basic platings, which are basic to make. There's just some lead and some graphite dust. And then you can see here I'm using the Ender fluid conduits to input the water into all of these guys. So I realized that you can actually input water into any side. I thought it had to be in the back side, but because we can do it into any side, what I ended up doing was I rotated the garden cloche, so we put the item output on the back over here, and that way we can actually have a visual of all the plants and stuff, which I think is gonna look nice. Now, one little trick with the garden cloche though. So you can see here I have the item conduits and they're all connected properly. I've noticed that there's a lot of people that have issues with item conduits and the garden cloches, and so let me just show you. Let me grab one of these guys. So there's a little trick with these guys. I'll show you right here. So say I put an item conduit over here in the front, right? It connects, no problem. But say I rotate the bottom to, because I'd say if that's what I did here. I rotated these guys so they face, this is the front and this is the back now. And I tried to connect the item conduit over here. It's not going to connect, which is weird because it connected in the front, right? And if I connect in the front, look at that, it still connects even though the connection shows it in the back. So what I realized is the garden cloche, when you rotate it at the bottom, although it rotates the whole image of all three blocks, it's actually only rotating the bottom block. And then to rotate the middle block, you right click on that, and you can see here now it's connected in the front, or what it's supposed to be the front. And yeah, so that's how I have this connected here, and then I have this going into a large storage crate for now. I have a dirt seed here I was just testing with, and then with this storage crate I have a importer here. I had it off just to show you guys that it was working. You can see it's increasing every time. If you want to see, yeah, right now it's about to increase. There we go, 36. And then yeah, I can just do this to always, does it ignore redstone? Yeah, there we go. And yeah, so that's working like that. So I guess now the next thing is see what seeds we can start making. Let me fill this up as well. Alright, so I patched up the work over here. So let's look at the seeds here in the quest book. So resourceful crops. So it actually wants us to start with some refined seed. What is this? Grow storage cells. Refined seeds. Interesting. Okay, so oh, you can grow storage discs. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I guess I'm gonna have to make some of these guys. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I do that? I guess not. I have to put them in manually, which kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So now this is the 64. So hold on, let me make sure this triggers. There we go. And then this is 64. And that should trigger the last one here. And that did not unlock any of these other ones. So where do I start with this guy? Tier 1 Inferium. Level up. What is level up? Am I missing something here? Where's level up? Okay, so I found the level up quest over here. It's the I guess it's the gotta get the base crafting seed, and then I'm gonna guess it's gonna tell us to get the Inferium, which should unlock the Inferium over here. So let's go ahead and craft the base crafting seed. Let's see, I'm not sure. We should have everything, right? Oh yeah, easy. It's just one. Perfect. And then where was that? Under crop farmer? Or oh, right here. And then we need tier 1 crafting seed. So we can do that. There we go. We can do tier 2 as well. So what does this require? So I think before we do that, we should probably do this. Okay, we need some prosperity shards. Prosperity. Okay, we have a bunch of prosperity ores, so that's good. Not sure if can I grind this down in like a furnace or something? Sag mill. So enrichment chamber or sag mill. So we do have sag mill, but we can probably use some of these guys to get better outputs. Grinding balls, that's what it is. Grinding. Well, I guess I can just use flint. I think flint is like a good base one. I'm looking for one that gives the main output as like a high percentage. I guess the redstone one not bad. So let's get some of those. Do I not have a sag mill? Oh man, okay, maybe I don't have a sag mill. I thought I did. Let's make one, I guess. What's this enhance one? What's that? Vibrant? I need one more of those. How do I make this guy? So endstone, obsidian, and dark steel. You can do that. And whoa, okay, there's all these other enhanced things. Enhanced sag mill, so I need this guy. Needed you. And then I needed this guy right here. And I could probably remove this right here for now. There we go. Now I should have everything for this enhanced sag mill. Perfect. Alright. So let's go up, put this beside here for now. And oh, I need a capacitor, of course. Let me just grab this guy here. And put some grinding balls, and now I can do that. There we go. Perfect. Alright. So now we can let me put this stuff away here. Should probably make some more of these base seeds. I think we're gonna need a few of them. And with this, I can upgrade this seed. There we go. Can I upgrade it one more time? I don't have any of these intermediate essence, but that's fine. We have tier 1 and tier 2. Perfect. But with that, we should be able to now start with these guys. So I need inferium seeds. Oh, that's easy. Inferium. Right here. Now how do I upgrade that? Okay, so it'd be that. And I don't have enough for this. That's fine. That should detect. Right? Did I not grab it? Oh, it used up my other seed. Oh shoot, okay. Hold up. Let me grab that. There we go. That should trigger it now. Perfect. So now we can do these other ones. And we have level 2. This should trigger. Yeah, there we go. And next is level 3. Alright guys, so we're started. We're definitely started on the seeds now. For now I'm gonna put these guys in here. Why did that not go in there? Oh, do I need to put the dirt first? That's probably what it is. Alright, so let's put the dirt. There we go. I should probably put the dirt on all of these. Alright, so I can put the seeds there, and I can put, I guess these guys there too. Alright guys, so we have the seed area set up. Again, I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep this open like this. I don't know what I'm going to do in the middle here or not. But I think for the most part, I kind of like how this is looking. Because we have the setup in the back. Actually, I don't know why I put it on this side. I should have put it on the other side. let me switch that over here. Yeah, because this is not set up here, but this side is. So I can do this and this, and that will go into the system. So yeah, what I have to do is just add some more of these conduit cables, finish up the other sides over here. Again, I'm not even too sure if I'm going to use them all, but they are going to be there in case we do need them. And yeah, we're now at least we're starting a new quest line, and hopefully we can get through this fairly quickly. But yeah, let's go check out these chickens before I forget. They should be done. What are you doing? Oh, whoa, oh. Okay, I did not know that these guys made rich slag. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, I did not know that there's a rich slag seed that these guys make here, which is kind of good and bad. Makes their growth slow, so okay, I'll do that. These guys are 10 and 10 already. I'm gonna guess there's a bunch of them. Yeah. And what was this? Magical wood. Grab some of those. Blizz. Alright, so I could put one of these guys in here. And then I'll put, oh my god, I'm too fast. I'll put these guys up here. And they'll start producing their items. Yeah, so this rich slag and slag, I did not know that was a thing. But yeah, that's cool to know. So what other chickens do we need here? So we need the cinnabar, uranium, cyanite, lunar reactive dust, and some iridium. Okay, so it looks like these guys are getting a little bit more complicated. At least that's what I would think. Sand and uranium. Okay, that's not that bad. Iridium is blizz and enderium. Okay, okay. What's this? Lapis and redstone crystal? Oh wow, I could have done that a long time ago. Interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose a couple of these chickens to start with again, and I'll continue with the slag chickens here. But yeah, anyways guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you want as well, leave any comments. Any feedback is really appreciated, guys. Anyways, have a great day, and see you next time.